Hello YouTube, welcome to the garage. Actually, we're not in the garage. We are actually out on a service call. We're in a parking lot of a strip mall here. But out here to do a troubleshoot we got a 2006 Nissan Titan. It's got the 5.6 liter V8 in it. And the customer complaint is the airbag light is on. And he said a light was flashing. So we are in the vehicle right now, and there's a main thoroughfare not too far from here, so please forgive all the sirens and stuff like that. We are out in public. So okay, he said the airbag light was on and it had a flashing light on the dash. So we're going to see if we can duplicate the customer complaint first. Okay. I'm looking on I'm running the camera from my cell phone. I want to make sure that you can see what here. Let me start it up. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Let me get you in a little closer. There, maybe that helps. Okay, I guess you can see that. All right, we got the airbag light flashing, and yeah, I don't have my seatbelt on. Yep, I turned the turn signal on too. That works. Okay, so looks like we got just a flashing airbag light. Okay. All right, so let me shut the truck off. And what I want to do today, besides do a scan on this, is I want to talk about the affordable ways that the DIYer can actually do his own work, or do their own work, excuse me. With the modern vehicles today, scan tools, are a must. You have to have a scan tool. Don't get me wrong, you got to know the basics. Got to have a good DBOM or multimeter, a good test light, and you need to know how to use those, okay? But as far as the modern vehicles with all the modules and stuff like that, yeah, you got code readers, but that just gives you a code and really doesn't tell you a whole lot. Scan tools, you pretty much got to have one, okay? And scan tools are expensive to get a good one, and it's just, cost prohibitive for a lot of people. Well, the manufacturer has been coming out with dongles, okay? And I actually have three different ones. I have the Xtool A30M. I have the Thinktool Thinkdiag 2, and I have the Topdon Topscan Pro. I have the Pro. They have the Lite and the Pro. There's some minor differences between the Lite and the Pro, and I'll go over those the best I can. In full disclosure, I'm not an expert on scan tools or these dongles, stuff like that. I'm just learning. But what I want to do is kind of show you what's available out there for the DIYer. Instead of spending thousands of dollars on a scan tool, for less than a couple $100, and sometimes less than $100, you can get a dongle that would, they're bi-directional, OBD2 information, and different functions, maintenance functions, resets, and that kind of stuff. And it's getting to where it's more affordable for the DIYer to be able to work on their own vehicle. Yeah, granted, some things are going to be beyond your reach, but at least you have an idea. You can have an idea what's wrong with it. That way, if you hate to suggest somebody would try and rip you off, but it happens. So what I want to do is kind of like a shootout, kind of a comparison between the three. All right, and what I want to start with is the Xtool. This is the A30M. Can you see what I'm... Okay, this is the A30M. It's by Xtool. And it's got a really cool feature on this. Check this out. Can you see it? That way you can find the DLC if it's buried under the dash in the dark. That's really cool. I wish they all had this, but this is the only one that has it. And this one also, a little window there, it'll show the voltage. And also Xtool has got an extension cable. Okay, want to make sure you can see what I'm showing. I have it plugged into the DLC, and obviously you can plug it right into the DLC, but this has an extension cable. I just wanted to show it to you, and I'd imagine it would work with anything if it's just a basic extension cable. But I just want to show it to you. I have it. So, all right, and so what I'm going to do. Oh, and as far as what I run, all of these dongles, you can use them with a cell phone, either an Android or an iOS, okay, which is nice. And what you do is you download the program, and each different manufacturer is a different module. You don't have to download them all. You download the initial program, and then whatever vehicle you're working on, like whatever you own or something like that. And if it's a vehicle that you don't have the that module downloaded, you can just download it. If you come across a vehicle, say like a Dodge, and you don't have Dodge downloaded already, you could do that. Then if you on a lot of phones, space is limited, and these programs do take up a lot of space if you download all of the modules. So my suggestion would be, for the DIYer, just download the initial program, and then just download the modules for the vehicles that you work on. Like I said, if you come across something that you don't have it, you can always download it, and if it's loading up your memory, just delete it, because you can always download it again. It doesn't cost anything to download the modules. So once you buy the thing, you own it, and two of these have a yearly subscription, and I'll go over that, but I'm going to start off with the Xtool. I said the Xtool A30M. Now, I got some information on it. Okay, initially to buy the Xtool, if you go to their website, it's $176, but that's unlimited. It's lifetime updates. There's not a yearly subscription on this one. I just want to start off with this one. This is the only one that does not have the yearly subscription. So $176, and you're done. And you just lifetime updates. And like I said, it's bi-directional, has OBD2 information. Off Amazon, it's $180. But if you have Prime, you get free shipping. On the I got it written here on the website. And I'll put links, for this, in the description. $176 from their website. And again, free updates. And full disclosure, I am an Amazon affiliate, so anything you buy from Amazon, I get a couple shekels, and it really helps out my channel, and it doesn't cost you any more. But I'll put the link to the website and Amazon if you decide you want to get this one. I said lifetime updates. It's really cool. And it's got, let me read off some maintenance functions. It does throttle reset. It's got TPMS reset, oil reset, injector coating. If you have the fancy headlights that move, you can reset those. It does power balance. VGT learn, I can't remember what that is. Seat calibration, ABS bleeding, steering angle, SAS steering angle, transport mode, tire upgrade, the battery BMS reset, suspension, if you have fancy suspension, airbag reset, instrument cluster, I guess some of them are, you gotta reset that, gear learning, window initialization, electronic parking brake EPB, gearbox match if you need to relearn that, and a DPF, diesel particulate filter. Those are the maintenance resets it does. Plus, like I said, it does full OBD2, which is really, and it's bi-directional. And bi-directional controls on any tool, it might have the capability, but certain vehicles it will, and certain other vehicles it won't. So not everything works on every vehicle on any scan tool. So just so you know, some of these will work, some won't. But what I want to do is run a scan with each of these tools and just see, again, on this 2006 Nissan Titan, and see what it can do. Yes, this is an older vehicle. Obviously, the newer ones have a lot more modules on it. But, I want to see what this one does. And I want to do all three of them on the same vehicle. I have another vehicle, another video where I did the same thing. It was a 2012 Kia Sorento. I can't remember. But be that as it may, on a couple different cars in kind of vehicles to see what they can and can't do. They said not all manufacturers cover all vehicles, so I just want to kind of go through the paces with these on the same vehicle, and that way you can kind of make a more informed decision. So let me put you on pause. I'm going to switch you over on a mount where I can have my hands free. Oh, like I said, I forgot, let me finish. As far as you can run these off of an Android or iOS, and also you can run them off of a tablet. That's what I use. I use a tablet. I have an Android knockoff tablet, and you can use it on an iPad too. But the one thing I did find out, I have for the Topdon, I have the Topscan Pro, okay? And then I initially had the Topscan Lite, and when I get to that, I'll tell you the differences. And I bought the Lite first because the Pro wasn't available. When it came available, I bought the Pro, and then I gave the Lite to a friend of mine. And I said, I'm running these off of an Android knockoff tablet. He actually has an iPad, and it works. It works on his iPhone, and it does work on his iPad. But when I'm running the top scan on my Android tablet, it's full screen. And he says on his iPad, it's the size of his iPhone. It's not full screen. So that's the Topdon Topscan Lite, and I'd imagine the Pro would be the same. If the Lite is the size of the iPhone on an iPad, the the Pro probably is too. Don't know that for sure, but I just wanted to put that out there. But of course, we're not to the Topdon yet. But so I'm going to pause you and put you on a mount, and then so I can have my hands free, and we're going to do a scan on this truck. Okay, we're back. I've got the dongle plugged in. Can you see it? Let me so I'm running the camera off of my phone here. Sorry, let me get you pulled back up here. I touched the wrong thing. Okay, it's showing the voltage is 12.4. Okay. Get the phone out of the sun. Okay. All right, I'm just learning this kind of stuff. So here, let's do go through the diagnostics. Actually, let's do an auto scan. And I got the owner coming up here to look in the window and see what I'm doing. And yeah, I was just going through explaining what I'm going to do here. This is the first dongle. I've got it plugged in.
Okay.
I forgot to turn the key on. I'm trying to auto ID the. There we go. Let's try that again.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in and she just brought our lunch.
Oh, okay. Well, I said I'm just getting started here, and I went through and talked about what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna. All right, now they got the key on. Hopefully this thing will auto detect your truck, and we'll run a scan on it and see what we can figure out.
All right.
We'll keep you posted. So hopefully now it'll auto ID it. All three of these are supposed to auto ID. And yep, okay, it's a Nissan. Yeah, and it is USA, North America. Yep, it's a Titan. Going to do an automatic scan. Go through 37 different modules on it. Okay. I could pause this, but once you get an idea about how long it takes to do a scan. Yep, got an airbag failure. Okay, the BCM. Okay. He has a tool that he can reset the lights. He said that he'll reset it and it stays off for a couple of days and it comes back on. Oh, and I know that most of these, well, the Topdon, and I do believe the Thinktool need to be connected. It needs to be able to connect to Wi-Fi, and I'm guessing this one does too. But I have, so I'm in a parking lot with no Wi-Fi out here, so I have my tablet here using my cell phone as a hotspot. So that's how I'm attached to, connected to the internet, and that does work. So if you don't have internet, like I said, I'm pretty sure that this the Xtool needs to be connected to the internet as well. But the way I do it is through my, like I said, hotspot on my phone if I'm not near a Wi-Fi. And again, like I said, I just let it run the scan, and that way you can kind of get an idea how long it takes to do a scan on a vehicle. This is why I need the Jeopardy jingle. We're getting there. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'd feel pretty bad if you didn't. Outside we got a little glare on there. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, what's a DTC report? Okay, airbag, right front low pressure, okay, right rear low pressure, okay, that's all TPMS, okay. We got, let's see what diagnose does. This is, okay, a B1049, it's a history. Live data. says it's off. What does data recording do? Okay. Well, I'm going to have to look that up. It might have something to do, obviously, with a passenger airbag. Oh, let's see what the old data streams. I'm going to have to write that down and see what that's all about. Do a little research. Well, a lot of times 80% of the job is doing research. I'll have to figure out what that code is. So 1049. Okay. Okay. Mileage 138,473. All right. Okay, and this has also got OBD2 information here, so we can see what that does. Auto scan. Just seeing what this thing will do. Like I said, I'm not an expert on these. I'm just learning myself. There's a lot of really good resources on YouTube. Scanner Danner is great. Jake over at Automotive Diagnostics and Programming. Of course, Eric O, South Main Auto Channel. Ivan with Pine Hall Auto Diagnostics. There's some really great information on YouTube to learn how to use these, and I'm working on it myself. No code stored in the module. Pending codes? No trouble code. Oh, it's mode 3. Let's see. Mode 6? Let's see what mode 6 has to say. I don't know enough about this to make an informed decision, so I'm just learning. I just want to see what this thing would do as far as OBD2. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is this also has special functions. Just kind of show you these. Airbag reset. Yeah. Just most of these do all this pretty much the same thing, but I just kind of wanted to show you what was on here. All right. Okay, next we're going to grab, which one are we going to grab? Forgive my mess here. Let's try the Think car. It's the Thinkdiag 2. Okay, I'm gonna get this the Xtool unplugged here. Let's see if this works on the extension. It should. All the lights are coming on. Okay, and that app is the Thinkdiag. Knocked my phone off. Sorry about this. So you get when you're working remotely. They're always trying to sell you something. Okay. All right, we gotta tap this to get the Bluetooth connected. Okay. All right, we're connected. Okay, now this is the Thinkdiag 2. I'm gonna do an all system. Let's see if this will auto ID. We got the key on. Again, I know this one has to be connected to the internet, so it'll go over hopefully go over the hotspot on my phone. That's a good sign. I do have the key on. Yeah, cool. Very good. When I was working on that Kia Sorento, it would not auto ID it, but it wasn't the fault of the dongle. I had to do a firmware update on it. And once I did the firmware update, it auto ID'd it. The video that I show, I said it did not auto ID it, but it was because I had to update the firmware. Then it did auto ID it, but that was off camera. Okay, let's do a. Yep, that's it. That's it. Confirm. Yes. Let's do a health report. See how long this takes. Can you see? I'm going to adjust you here a little bit. So I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Oh, yeah, about this app here. Okay, on the website it says that you can only use this on a phone. That's not true, obviously, because I've got it on this knockoff Android tablet. But I couldn't download it from Google Play. It said the device wasn't compatible. But I went to the Thinktool website itself, and under support and downloads, I downloaded it from there onto here, and it worked, and it'll update and everything like that. But you can't do it directly from Google Play. Let me get some information here on this. We can kind of talk about it. Okay, while that's doing that, okay, can you see these? These are the OBD2 functions that it'll do. And here's a list of all the things that it can scan, systems. Can you see that? You know, pretty much, you know, they all do pretty much the same thing, which is nice. And okay, as far as the price on this, here's maintenance functions, the resets that it'll do. As far as it's $135 on their website, and then Amazon, if it's on Amazon, it's $160. It's got a $30 coupon. So if you have Prime, you get free shipping. So you have to be shipping with on the if you go to the website, and it's $89.95 a year. You know, first year is free. And this one, I said the Xtool, you know, lifetime updates. You know, there's no extra fees. So, but it's $90 a year for the this one here, the Thinkdiag 2. But again, you know what it does as far as scanning. And I know the health report on here, you can actually email it to the customer. I think Topdon does that too. But of course, the Xtool saved a report, and I'm sure I'll figure out how to email it. But this one actually, you know, puts it in a PDF. I'm not saying the other ones don't. Again, I'm just learning these things, but I kind of wanted to show you what the, you know, just see, you know, see it in action, basically. It's nice that, you know, again, I'm not an expert on it, but to at least see what it does when it's connected to a vehicle. Okay. I'm just going to make sure. Just kind of compare, you know, sure it's going to be, let's see, what a fault code. Yeah, tire pressure, all TPMS. Okay, and then we'll see what this says. Okay, driver airbag module open. It's still, yeah, it's still the same B1049. It says it's passed. Okay. Okay. I'll show you what the report looks like after it did its scan. See, this is what the report looks like. You can email this to your customer. It shows, you know, the red where it's got a code, a green where everything passed, which is nice. Okay. and you could forward this to the customer. And it will have saved that PDF. And then again, OBD2. Of course, you know, this is a 2006. It might not, it probably doesn't have a lot of these, the CAN buses and stuff, so it's going to fail. But I just kind of wanted to show you what it does, you know, what it did. Oh, see how the readinesses are all completed. See, a lot of things are not supported. This is an older vehicle. Okay. And different maintenance functions. Yeah, it's got 6, 15. Yeah, they all do pretty much the same thing. Okay. All right, one more. Let's switch this out for the Topdon Topscan. If I could find it. Hang on, let me pause you for a second. Let me find. Okay, I found it. It fell on the floor. Okay, make sure you can see everything. This is the Topdon Topscan. Yeah, it's got to make sure you're in frame here. Okay, Topdon Topscan. This is the Pro version. They look the same, but you know, this is the Pro version, and I will tell you the difference. Let me get you plugged in here. Get the thing plugged in. Here, since I got the extension, might as well use it. Okay, now the Topdon Topscan uses the Topscan app. Okay. It's got the little lights here saying what, you know, its status, and it looks like we should be connected. Okay, keep throwing my phone on the floor. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, diagnostics. You see that it says the VCI, we're connected. All right, and this is a Nissan. Okay, let's do an automatic. Let's click read. Make sure you're straight here. All right, yep, confirm. That's it, confirm. Let's do an auto scan. Again, I said I could always pause this, but I wanted you to see how long it takes. If I got to sit here, you got to sit here. How's that sound? Misery loves company. Oh, auto scan. There we go. So these all claim to do about the same thing, but with any scan tool, some of them are better with certain makes and models than others. So it's nice to have, well, according to, like, if you're a professional, you pretty much have to have several different scan tools, but for the DIYer, that's just ridiculously expensive. Let me find my information on this one. Oh, hang on. Okay, while it's doing that, okay, I'll make sure you can see this. I keep looking at my phone here because it's got a preview on it. My phone shows me what you can see. All right, the Topscan Lite, it's got 8 service functions: throttle, oil, reset throttle, parking brake, steering, DPF, battery, airbag, and ABS bleeding. Okay, then as far as the Pro, the advanced functions, it's got, the Lite has 8 functions, the Pro has 13. Added functions are injector coating, tire pressure reset, sunroof initialization, seat calibration, and window calibration. And the Lite is $59. At Amazon, you can get it for $54 and with free shipping. And the Pro Scan is $99, and I can't remember what the if it runs my mind, it's $49 a year. Yeah, it's $49 a year for the Lite, and it's $99 to buy the thing, and it's $99 a year for subscription. So depending on what you need, I mean, for this, for like $60, let's say, and then $50 a year, you've got a bi-directional scan tool. And I mean that, tools are expensive, but that, that's dirt cheap. I'm sorry, for $60, I mean, you can't beat it. I think, especially for the DIYer, if you'd have to educate yourself on how to use the thing, because scan tools, contrary to popular belief, don't tell you how to fix things. They help in you determining that. You got to learn how to use the thing, but it is almost imperative in these newer vehicles that you have something a little more than just a code reader. And I said, for $60 and then $50 a year, I know it's easy for me to spend other people's money, but if you can afford it, man, that's the way to go. And the difference between the Lite and the Pro, if you don't need those extra functions, and it's, it makes it cost twice as much, but still $100 a year, it's not bad. But if you can get the thing for $60 and then $50 a year to keep it going, because after a year it won't work. You got to pay the subscription. Just full disclosure, I did find that out. Okay, same looks like same fault codes. Trying to figure out how to get it to show the again, I'm not an expert on this thing. I'm just learning how to do it. Read DTCs. Driver airbag module open. 1049. Same. I got to look that up. I was just looking figure out how to get it to, I'm sure that's the TPMS system. And let's see what it does for report. And change kilometers and miles. The miles on it is 138,473. That'll work. Confirm that. Okay. Save it. I said then you can email that to a customer if you're a business, or just save it, and that way you can have it for later on down the road to refer to. And this is going to beep, tell me they get the tool. Yes, I do. It wants you to get the dongle. Okay, and of course they all cover pretty much all makes and models. So for what it's worth, that is just kind of a brief overview of the Xtool A30M, the Thinkdiag 2 from Thinkcar, and the Topdon Topscan Pro, obviously from Topdon. And again, I'll put all the links in the description. Yes, I'm an affiliate with Amazon, but as far as anything, you go directly to their website. You know, I'm not being sponsored by anybody. If you buy it off of Amazon, I get a couple cents, and helps the channel out. So I've got another video where I did the same thing on the Kia, and I'll upload that. And again, and one other thing I want to do is I want to go rent a new car, because I haven't had these things attached to a new car yet. The battery's getting low here, so I'm gonna have to end this. So do me a favor, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Like, and I'll see you in the next video.